Some might call this extreme. We call it a Tuesday. On August 21st, we did something most technology companies would never attempt. Demonstrated our communication technology live while rappelling down a mountain.
Some of the big challenges we have when we arrive on scene are communications issues and access issues. In areas where we don't have any ability for communications, a device like this would be fantastic.
Sometimes you get a bar or two here and there, but the problem with nature's skyscrapers, they're RF's enemy. The second you walk out of that parking lot, no bars. You can't call out, you can't get out.
Every time we try and do radio first, if that doesn't work, we try and switch to cellular connectivity. And sometimes that's through our computer mounted in the rig, and we can just type them notes. But there's a lot of places in this canyon where none of those options exist. And so we're kind of left out there all on our own.
Colorado's terrain represents some of the most challenging communication environments in North America. If technology works here, it'll work wherever your team needs it most.
I think the most critical aspect of today's demonstration was probably being able to propagate a cellular and Wi-Fi network where it's not readily available. When people come out here and they have, well, there's an emergency, they don't have any comms whatsoever. We're not getting our backhaul from fiber, we're not getting it from another cell tower. We're creating our own. We are getting our backhaul from a satellite and whatever tiny bit of cellular is in the area. And so we're blending it all together to create one strong stream of data.
Yeah, it weighs about 45 pounds. So day one communications to us means that you can set this thing up in less than 5 minutes. All you do is you open it up, you connect the Starlink, and you hold the button for about 8 seconds. And then within 5 minutes, you'll have connectivity.
I'm here about 40 feet off the deck, right? So just a scurry up here. And then I am about halfway point because you can see we've got a fixed line and we have our climber, our rappeller, above me a good, about 115 feet up from me from where I'm at. You know, to give an example of some of the conditions that our first response in this area find themselves in, right? So lowering is the most efficient and safest way to attend to injured climbers, hikers, mountain bikers in certain instances.
Cell signal does not breach back into here from a usable perspective. So the ability to get video out, to have real-time communications, if it wasn't for the capability of our smart blending technology in collaboration with Pelsue's kit with their battery life and their coverage panels, we would have been in a problematic position. So Wi-Fi has a limited range where native cell network allowed us to get all the way up to the top of the cliff face, operate drone, operate self cameras, things of that nature that weren't directly connected to the base Wi-Fi.
I was happy to hear the 12-hour battery life on this. Even our most complex rescue scenarios, and you've got one-offs here and there, but typically a very complex rescue scenario can be in the 4 to 5 hour range. So if this lasts 12 hours, that's more than enough time to establish communications, get everybody connected, handle the situation, and then everybody safely goes home.
So if there's a jam on the traditional macro cell network, one of the cool parts about our comlink is that you can set it up so that only the people you want can connect. So you can set up certain phone numbers and whitelist those numbers so that just those people can connect to your network. So essentially you're creating your own little private network.
The aspect of consumer grade hardware, it can overheat, it can fail on you, can have different challenges. We did have one body camera, which is a cell phone connected back into the tower. That did overheat during this time, which is why Dejero makes ruggedized hardware, and so does Pelsue, to stand up to the environment.
Speed and reliability that this system seems to demonstrate would be a game changer for first responders. A lot of times we're spread out across the mountain face and people end up in different areas, and communications is essential. To be able to turn this up in under 5 minutes and guarantee communications, ensuring that everybody's getting the same message at the same time, it'd be a wonderful, who wouldn't want that guarantee?
When Hurricane Katrina hit, communication breakdowns turned a natural disaster into a natural catastrophe. The UN estimates that for every dollar invested in disaster preparedness, it saves $14 in recovery costs. But the human cost of communication failure, that can't be quantified. Emergency responders don't operate in perfect conditions. Their communication systems shouldn't compromise, not in reliability, not in performance, and certainly not on the lives depending on them.